Among the biblical texts considered apocryphal, few are as intriguing as the Book of Enoch. This text is classified among the pseudepigrapha, that is, works mistakenly attributed to historical or mythical figures. In this case, Enoch, the father of Methuselah and grandfather of Noah. According to the Bible, Enoch was one of two people who were taken to heaven without dying, the other being Elijah. The best-known Book of Enoch is the first Book of Enoch, preserved only in Ethiopic. The work describes Enoch being taken to the heavens in a chariot of fire, led by the archangel Michael, a story that some interpret as a possible first recorded extraterrestrial contact. In the New Testament, in the book of Jude, verses 14 and 15, the Book of Enoch is directly mentioned, citing a prophecy of Enoch about the coming of the Lord with thousands of his saints to judge and convict the ungodly of their acts and harsh words. Despite its influence, many theologians debate the authenticity of Enoch's authorship and question the divine inspiration of the text, which excludes it from the official biblical canon. Discovered among the Dead Sea Scrolls, the Book of Enoch is recognized as a work that shaped the thought and literature of biblical writers of that era, including the authors of the New Testament. So why is the Book of Enoch not part of the official biblical canon? Currently, it is recognized and included only in the canons of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, although it was widely accepted and read in ancient Jewish communities. Many scholars suggest that the Book of Enoch may have directly influenced the Book of Genesis, evidenced by various similarities and parallels between the texts. The Book of Enoch consists of over 100 chapters, divided into various segments, which include stories about the Nephilim, described by some as aliens, and the Watchers, angels who descended to earth. According to the text, the Nephilim were giants, the offspring of the union of the Watchers with human women, and the existence of these beings was one of the causes of the Great Flood, intended to purify the earth of their corrupted influences. There are theories proposing that ancient humans may have been visited by extraterrestrials, identified at the time as angels, some of whom were benevolent and others malevolent, who interacted and even procreated with humans. A notable passage recounts the birth of Lamech's son, describing him as a divine being, different from humans, suggesting a connection to these celestial beings. This son was Noah, known for building the ark that survived the divinely ordered flood, intended to eliminate the Nephilim and restore humanity's purity. Enoch, Noah's grandfather, was one of the few chosen to ascend to the heavens without experiencing death, suggesting he may have possessed special knowledge or teachings that could have survived the flood. The revelations of the Book of Enoch extend further, with some believing that the ancient pyramids of Egypt could be linked to its narratives. Additionally, Enoch's text shows similarities with ancient Sumerian writings about the Anunnaki, gods or watchers from the planet Nibiru, indicating possible transcultural connections between these ancient accounts. There are mentions of the legendary Sumerian ruler Gilgamesh in the Book of Enoch, where he describes the Anunnaki similarly to the watchers described by Enoch. Both texts, the Bible and the Epic of Gilgamesh, often depict gods who hide their faces and communicate through devices that transmit their voices. Gilgamesh, in the 7th tablet of his epic, narrates how he was led to a portal that spoke as a living entity. The Sumerians, known for their pyramids, the ziggurats, built them not only as flood protection structures, but also as thrones for the gods. Erich von Däniken, a Swiss archaeologist, proposed that the Egyptian pyramids might have been erected with a similar purpose. Some theorists suggest there exists a 10th Sumerian tablet detailing how the Anunnaki built the Egyptian pyramids, which could link these ancient civilizations to an advanced race of extraterrestrials. Interestingly, there are doubts about the authenticity of attributing the Great Pyramid of Khufu to Khufu. Many historians and archaeologists date its construction to the 4th dynasty based on the controversial discovery made by English Egyptologist Richard Weiss. After a fruitless expedition, where supposedly nothing was found in the upper chambers, Weiss allegedly forged Khufu's cartouche to ensure the success of his mission. The discovery of this fact emerged upon reviewing Weiss's private diary, where he did not record any cartouche during his search, yet years later, he claims to have found one. Zechariah Sitchin, an alternative author, noted that Khufu's name was incorrectly written on the cartouche as Ra'ufu, possibly an error based on a book of the time Weiss might have consulted. This forgery was likely made to assert the success of Weiss's expensive expedition. Additionally, Däniken points out that the belief that the Great Pyramid was built by Khufu is essentially based on this potentially forged cartouche, and the fact that a sarcophagus with Khufu's remains has never been found there, suggesting that the traditionally accepted construction methods for the pyramids may be impracticable. All this discussion aligns with the theories of Enoch and the proposed extraterrestrial influence, raising the possibility that the pyramids may have been built with non-human technologies or knowledge. The common narrative among most historians who support the idea that Khufu was the builder of the Great Pyramid often relies on the writings of Herodotus. The Greek historian, known for his travels to Egypt, reported many stories about the pharaohs, but his narratives are sometimes questioned by other historians, such as Diodorus of Sicily, who criticized Herodotus for being naive and imprecise. Erich von Däniken, on the other hand, brings the perspective of al-Makrizi, an Arab historian who claimed that the Great Pyramid was built by Saurid, who many identify as Enoch, before the Great Flood. Von Däniken theorizes that Enoch built the pyramids to protect ancient sacred texts in anticipation of a great flood, using advanced technologies from extraterrestrial beings with whom he was in contact and with whom he supposedly supposedly left Earth. This theory challenges the conventional explanation of how the Great Pyramid was built with such precision, using only the methods of the time. The pyramid continues to reveal secrets, such as recently discovered underground tunnels and sarcophagi, with precise astrological alignments with constellations like Orion and Sirius. The three pyramids are often associated with the three stars of Orion's belt, with channels inside the Great Pyramid aligned not only with Orion, but also with the star system Sirius, which has cultural significance for the Dogon tribe of Africa, who have myths about extraterrestrial visitors from Sirius. These discoveries and theories challenge traditional explanations and raise questions about the true purpose of the pyramids and the possibility of ancient knowledge and extraterrestrial visitation. This blend of historical truth and speculation makes the topic even more fascinating. What do you think about these theories? Comment below and share your opinions.